Isaiah Green. I'll be giving a speech on AIDS and HIV today. Um, how many people here actually know of someone who has had AIDS or HIV? Actually, I do. I was interested in this topic. I actually attended the AIDS walk yesterday. Um, well, some key terms that we should know. Um, HIV stands for Human Efficiency Virus, and AIDS stands for Acquired Immune Deficiency Symptom. And STI stands for Sexual Transmitted Infection, and STD stands for Sexual Transmitted Disease. HIV, it takes a fast hold on your body. The immune system is actually a system of biological structures that proceeds within the organism, and it produces against other diseases. So basically, it fights other diseases, like as we catch colds and stuff. Our immune system, that's what keeps us from making stuff get worse and worse. But when you have HIV, it doesn't waste no time affecting the body. It reduces the effectiveness of the immune system, which means if a person has HIV, actually a person that I went to school with, actually when I was in middle school, he used to live in the area, same projects as me actually, and he was affected by the HIV virus, and he started to, like, as you see him more and more, he started to get like he was losing weight. Whatever, actually wasn't gaining weight. He was loss of weight. What else? His sister had once told us that the slightest cough or whatever, actually stuff like that, he would always have a cold. So he was always consistently sick. His immune system was really down. Basically, as I just said, that basically means that you're twice as much likely to catch a cold or sickness as the average person. HIV is actually the first step. It's before AIDS. It's the first step, so it's a step before AIDS. Basically, it'll be you'll have HIV, and then if it gets worse, it will turn into AIDS. So we'll go to AIDS. HIV is transmitted through many different ways. You could get it through bloodstream, like through your bloodstream. It transmitted through blood, saliva, body fluids. Females gotta be real careful as parents, because if a parent has HIV, whatever, and she's breastfeeding, the baby can actually pick up. As in getting needles, doctor needles, getting tattoos, supposed to make sure the person has clean needles at all times. That's another way to transmit the disease. Some needs and ways to prevent HIV, so that's AIDS. We try to get tested as much as possible. I could say if you're sexually active or whatever the case may be. Not only that, every 6 months or so, just keep up, make sure. Encourage people, like, as we all have friends and family, whatever. Encourage people, like. I was encouraged as I attend Ulster. It was a free, got tested here on campus for free, whatever, recommended by a friend on the basketball team of mine, whatever, brought me along. I feel like parents should teach this to their children from a young age. And shouldn't wait till they get to college or high school and hear from someone else's mouth. Parents should teach this to their children. The virus has no age limit on it, so as many young people who die from AIDS and HIV. Try not to make contact with anyone who has, if you know of anyone who has the virus, whatever. Try not to make contact with that person, direct contact. You won't get it by exactly sitting right next to the person and things like that, but you will get it through the ways I explained before: blood, transmitted through blood, saliva. It take a lot of saliva, things like that. But try to be just careful as possible. Try not to touch anyone with open wounds. If someone has an open wound, try not to touch them. Be careful around that person. When using a bathroom or at all times, try to keep your hands clean, washed. Hot water kills the germs, whatever. That's another way to prevent anything. Doing the best to keep it in control. Let me see. Scientists has come. There's no cure for AIDS, but scientists has come up with different treatments. Basically, the treatments, whatever, they help keep your blood cells from dying down. So basically, they slow up the effects of the virus, whatever, and the treatments, whatever, they're very expensive. So many people, whatever, you see pass away, or many people haven't survived from this virus, is because the treatments is very expensive. So a lot of people in lower class areas and middle class areas, whatever, they can't afford to keep up with these treatments. It's a lot of medicine, a lot of pills, daily pills that's taken by these people, whatever. Actually, just to go on about it. For a perfect example, Magic Johnson, former basketball player of LA Lakers, he doesn't have AIDS. A lot of people think he'll make a statement and think he has AIDS. He has HIV, and he been living with this virus with the HIV virus for a long while. He has he has once explained that he takes the proper care. So the steps that the doctors tell him to take, he takes. It's a lot of daily medicine, a lot of pills per day, but he follows up on it every day, every step, and that's how he's keep it in check. There's different foundations. There's a lot of foundations, whatever. The foundations, whatever, they have raised. Well, Magic Johnson Foundation has raised over $200,000 per year for AIDS awareness and treatment. So they're trying to help out. That's just a picture right there. Someone who's sick with AIDS. This right here is a graph. This right here is a graph showing it's going by the ethnicity, whatever, by the race, whatever, showing the amount of people and a black man, black woman, white woman, Hispanic, just different race, whatever, and it's just showing how many of them is dying, the death rates through HIV. This right here is studies, what study shows. Just as of 2009, an estimate of 33.3 million people worldwide are living either with AIDS or HIV. So that's worldwide, either living with AIDS or HIV. It's about 2.6 million new HIV per year cases per year. Over 1 million deaths to AIDS within that same year of 2009. It was proven that over 75% of these deaths and through the course of AIDS has not been in the United States. So actually, most of them occurred in Africa. Africa is actually where West Africa is actually where this AIDS was discovered. So it's the amount of people who's dying over there is twice as much as in the United States. These are just different organizations that help out and is help with awareness and treatments and things like that, educating kids and stuff like that on the HIV and AIDS. And in conclusion, we all need to try our best to stay healthy. That's the main reason why I went over this. I told you actually I attended the AIDS walk yesterday, and it just really woke me up. I actually changed my topic. I had a whole nother topic, but I wanted to do this now. I said let's get tested and make the best of life. Don't let AIDS or HIV bring you down or anyone you know. And thank you for your time.